Hello, Jamie Novak here, your holiday organizing specialist, and I'm wishing you a very Merry Christmas. Well, gosh, we are coming to the end of our time together. And can you believe, looking back all those weeks ago when we thought, well, we've got, 12 or even a few more weeks until the holidays, and we're going to kind of do a few things every week, and we're going to go along. And, well, now's the time to just take a moment and notice what you did accomplish. It's so common and so easy to fall into the trap of it's the holiday crunch. I'm at the, really the end of the road here. What I didn't get done, it's hopeless. It's another season where I didn't, follow through on everything I said I was going to do. Quite honestly, I don't know anyone, including myself, who follows through on every plan that we have, every list. It's not practical. But the great thing is we can stop and think back to 12 or 10 or 14 weeks ago and start to realize what we did accomplish. Sure, there were probably some times where you go, oh boy, it would have been better if I did it this way, or oh, I can't believe I forgot that, even though it was on, 6 different lists and I was trying to remember it in my head, or boy, I really wish I had all the holiday cards out in the mail already, and it just didn't really happen, or at least not yet, and it still may. But, instead of focusing on all there is left to do, because at a certain point, what's done is going to be done, and we really don't want to stress ourselves out by rushing around till the very last minute. It's really nice to kind of stop and reflect on what we did do. And it can be so easy to get caught up in the, well, yeah, well, sure. Maybe I found my party outfit in advance and realized it had a little stain and I got that out before it was 10 minutes and we had to leave. Or, maybe we entered the directions into the GPS in advance so that we'd have them when we were going to be driving. Or maybe we took, notice of one of those 800 numbers and called up to get some, emergency holiday help. Or maybe you just felt more prepared, stuck to your budget, shopped for gifts, wrapped them, got cards in the mail you wouldn't normally have done, took a great photo of the way the decorations are displayed so you can repeat it again next year. Maybe all you did was get together part of your holiday handbook, but those are all accomplishments. And we can be so quick to dismiss even these little things by saying, well, yeah, but, well, honestly, there's always going to be a yeah, but. So I love if we could just stop for a moment and think back and just really recognize all that we have accomplished. If all that you've done is just gotten this far into the holiday season without having some sort of a meltdown, huge accomplishment. So I love this. Maybe you ordered a few more things from online than you normally would have. Who knows? And next year we can even do more. But for this time, let's just stop and recognize what we did do and make sure that we're on track, or as on track as we can be, for these last few days before the holiday actually approaches, and then we're going to be turning the calendar into the new year. That we're focusing on, what's important to us, getting, the traditions down and spending time and trying to take a little bit better care of ourselves by sleeping a little bit better if we can, or making that cup of tea, even though you might not really feel like it. It's that little boost where you can sit in front of the tree or the decorations and enjoy your tea just for a moment and let go of the to-do list and the expectations and all there is going on around you. That is, I think, one of the things that will make for a very Merry Christmas. And I hope that these tips along the way have helped to simplify, or maybe to help recognize that a lot of what you were doing was on track already and you just weren't giving yourself credit for it. Well, of course, I'm sharing even more tips in our 2 week countdown today, and that's our lesson. Coming up, we'll have last-minute holiday tips, including what to do when company's at the door and you still haven't picked up a few of the cluttered piles around. Got some great ways to disguise the clutter in plain sight that no one will guess about. As always, if you have any questions, comments, you're feeling stuck in any way, there's a last-minute rush and you need an answer now, that's what I'm here for. Send an email over to jamie@jamienovak.com. You can put holiday help in the subject line, and I'll be sure to get back to you in within just a short time so you can get the answers that you need. Until then, I'm wishing you a very happy and clutter-free holiday.